Hello and welcome to Eat a God. This looked really cool. I'm very excited to check this out. And your local librarian is here today. I am your librarian. Alright, so the only thing I did quickly before starting this was I put the text speed just a little bit down because I'm a slow reader. Let's just get started. I'm excited for this. This looks so cool. Like, look at this menu screen. I'm freaking out. Am I covering anything? If anything, I'm able to move out of the way if need be. Okay, so I can go here or here if I cover anything. You know? I got the options. Alright, let's get started. In the garden, there exist 7 symbols to which one must worship. Each one represents a concept linked to the creation of the garden. The symbols are entities generated by the creator to maintain order and functioning of the garden. All beings under the command of the garden have a limited connection with their representative symbol, depending on the day they were born. No one is born on Sundays. Sundays are a sacred day. It is said that the symbols choose 6 people after the candle festival to consume them, in the hope that one of them is the reincarnation of the creator. Your character's past doesn't matter. It's just another body for you to take. Something you're already used to, I guess. Welcome to the garden, a place used as a test. A disposable place after finishing playing it. The game is simple. You must not let the other characters find out that your puppet is connected to you. Your puppet will be sent as a gift for the symbols, and you should act as if you belong there. Please do not do anything that is outside of the stipulations, nor summon the name of the representative of the void. This is strictly prohibited. Even if you were given the opportunity, don't do it. You feel yourself fall on a hard surface, scraping your knees. It's a sharp knock that creates a strange echo. You can hear the sound of silverware being scraped on a plate, and then dead silence. Something is wrong. I'm going to open my eyes. You look where you've fallen and realize that you're on a table. You fell right on top of a cake, causing your entire hand and part of your knee to be stained with chocolate. Hey! You hear a voice behind you, and reflexively you turn to see who it is. In front of you is a man who looks back at you in amazement, and before you can ask what's going on, he interrupts you. You shouldn't be here! You have got to be kidding me. I can't believe this distribution mechanism broke down again. I have to do everything myself. No one here is responsible enough to verify if everything's in order. You feel invisible hands grab you by your arms and legs and plunge you into a void through the table. Little by little, you sink into a dark void that envelops you. The sensation is warm and strange. What the hell? There's no information about you. This can't be possible. Ask what's going on. Yeah. What's happening? I can't see the connection with your symbol. Apparently you're not a subject. Pardon me, I was wrong. Welcome, I've been waiting for you. Mother said she would send them a new toy. The word toy doesn't sound right, and you feel a small twinge of discomfort at the strangeness of the situation. But remember that you have to put on a good face. Act natural. Like you really belong here. After what happened to the last one, I really hope you last longer. You really don't know what had happened to the last one. My name is Nulla, owner of the Void. Nice to meet you. Before you leave, I need your name. What's your name? Soggy. I'm Soggy. Welcome to the Void, Soggy. Nulla extends his hand to you in order to squeeze yours tightly in the style of a greeting. Despite the seconds passing, he doesn't let you go. You feel like his gaze is devouring your soul, almost like he's looking for something. Keep looking. You are... Nulla's gaze turns blank for a second, only to be quickly replaced by eyes filled with wonder. You're from there. You're not from here. Uh-oh. Whoops. I'm found out already. It's been 5 seconds. Don't say anything. You feel Nulla pulling your hand, bringing your body closer to him. Instantly, his other hand begins to squeeze your neck, blocking the entry of air into your lungs. I see you. Before your vision completely blurs, Nulla lets you go. So this is nothing more than a puppet. I apologize for my behavior, but I didn't think I'd be facing someone from the upper plane. You are adorable. If I kill the puppet, maybe I can get you out of it. And I'll be able to exit this loop. Don't move, please. It'll only be a second. I don't think that's a good idea. Nulla doesn't let you speak. In a moment, he has you in his arms again, and one of his hands rests upon your chest. I'll remove your essence, and with that, I'll be able to get you out of there. It won't hurt, at least not for you, Soggy. I can't say the same for the puppet. You feel Nulla rips open your chest and begins to extract something from inside. It hurts. It hurts so much. Your sight begins to blur. Hey, what's going on? No, 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 no! It's not fair! Bad end. Hey, that was a quick way to get the first ending. Clearly, I was doing that just to show you what not to do. I didn't just happen to read the instructions out loud 5 seconds ago and utterly fail by accident. It was all on purpose. Like, come on. This was... I was just showing you what not to do. Because clearly the size of one's afro indicates the brain power, and my afro is pretty big, so that indicates how big my brain power is massive. So that was just to show you what not to do, clearly. Anyways, let's do this the proper way. Of course. We shall proceed. Okay, we can skip this. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so, we're gonna keep our eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed for a moment, but you hear a voice clearing its throat awkwardly. You decide to open your eyes to see where you are. Make them uncomfortable. You look where you've fallen and realize that you're on a table. You fell right on top of a cake. Okay, this is the same. Hey. I feel like Nulla, because they're wearing such like a nice suit, maybe I give them like a snobby, like upper class type of voice or something. You heard a voice behind you, and reflexively you turn to see who it is. You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe the distribution mechanism broke down again. I have to do everything myself. No one here is responsible enough to verify if everything's in order. You feel invisible hands grab you. Okay, the same. What the hell? There's no information about you. This can't be possible. Okay, here, I'm going to try to escape. The instinct to flee and run kicks in, and taking advantage of the man's distraction, your legs start moving. Without waiting for the man to react, you run to the door in front of you. It's open. You arrive at what appears to be the main entrance. As you run, you feel like no one is chasing you, and looking back, you don't see the man behind you. You look ahead again, and the man appears in front of you as if he had teleported. I'm sorry, I can't let you leave the domain. You feel him push you to the ground, you fall with him on top. His left hand travels to your neck while the other slowly places itself on your heart. His hand pierces your ribcage easily, breaking your bones and organs. The last thing you see is how the man examines you closely. Your vision begins to blur. Yeah, running is probably the wrong options because we're supposed to like blend in as if we're supposed to belong, and the immediate thing is to run. Okay. Sorry. That was also planned as well to show you what else not to do. Okay. I'm gonna think. Okay. We're doing this correctly. I'm gonna have my sip of my Joe. We have a little fun here on this channel, okay? I am soggy. Oh, I messed up. Wait. Thank you. Thank you for adding a back button. I love that. Look away. We're supposed to look away. You look away and I'm unable to bear the way Nulla's eyes make holes in your head. Your eyes travel to where your hands are connected. You are the first to let go, causing Nulla to snicker. I guess Mother gave you life and didn't explain anything to you. How negligent on her part. You'll have to help in the hotel today. You'll serve as a waiter in the dining room. Some symbols are coming to my hotel today for a meeting. If you tend to them well, maybe they'll take you on as an apprentice. But for now, you're just a toy, so be careful. The entity that calls himself Nulla touches your forehead, and you feel invisible hands grab your limbs to push you down once more, and with this, the floor swallows you into total blackness. Don't be scared. We'll arrive at our destination soon. Despite not seeing anything, you feel like you're floating in a void. Out of nowhere, a strange pressure is exerted on your body, giving you the sensation that you're falling. And sure enough, you fall on your hands on top of a cold floor. You look around and your surroundings have changed. No longer find yourself in the same kitchen as before. Now it's a larger one, similar to the kitchens that are in the restaurants. We've arrived. You look up to find Nulla, who's standing next to you. But he doesn't look at you. Beyond, near the knives, there is a strange-looking person. Nulla looks at him. Hey, Fames! The strange-looking man jumps upon hearing Nulla. When you look more closely, you realize that he's wearing a mask that prevents you from seeing his features. Mr. Nulla, I thought you wouldn't come today. He doesn't sound very happy with Nulla's arrival. I had a little problem. Does it have to do with the smelly creature next to you? Smelly? You tilt your head slightly to verify his statement, finding that you don't even smell like anything at all. Something like that. Mr. Nulla, that thing smells like a human. I have to return them to the warehouse. You should check your sense of smell, Fame. It's getting worse. This is the new toy that Mother has sent to entertain the symbols. But the last one was completely broken by Kanique. Is that the Kanique? Kanique? Is that Kanique? Kinique or Quinique? Quinique? Kinique? Quinique? Hi. I'm Soggy. I don't know how to say words. That's just how we do things around here. I thought you and Mother had an agreement that no more would be made. That was because Kanique is an animal, and he doesn't take care of things, but I guess Mother can't leave Septem without his weekly meal. It was obvious you're burned by the favoritism. In a way, you feel like you're the third wheel in this conversation. It's not like you have much to contribute either. Anyway, I have faith in this creation. There's something different about it. Different from the others. The only difference is that it reeks of human. Maybe the 7 of them will like that. Fames leaves to go in search for a plate. When he returns, you can appreciate what's on it. Nulla does the same from his side. It's meat! Nulla looks at Fames with a smug face. If you allow them to attend to the symbols, maybe you'll save some of your employees from losing their lives. Lately, the symbols have been very displeased. Okay, you win. Now please stop interrupting my work. Nulla detaches himself from Fames and begins to walk towards the door that appears to be the exit from the kitchen. I'll see you later. You're in charge of Fames. Adios. What an idiot. Fine, I need you to tend to the symbols that will be arriving shortly. Meanwhile, prepare the table for them. Fame shows you the table where the symbols will sit and explains that they're separated from the normal public because they have important topics to discuss amongst themselves. Fame has also instructed you that the food must be set on the table before they arrive. You are now unsupervised. Okay, second save, let's go. We can't do this, because this is how we die. We can't just start running again, because this is how we die. Although I do want to see what happens if I click that. Can I do that? Can I just do that real quick? I did just save. Can I click that? I'm going to click it. I want to see how I die. I gotta know. You look everywhere, searching for traces of Nulla or Fames, but there's nothing but empty tables. Something in your stomach tells you that you shouldn't do it, a bad omen. But your desire to free yourself and escape from here is stronger. You walk at a slow pace to not attract attention, pretending you're looking for something. The front door is closed, so you can't go out there. Instead, there's a staircase that leads down. Ooh! What is this? Go downstairs, go downstairs! I'm gonna click the flashy one. You decide to go inspect it. Maybe there'll be an exit. It's so dark that you can barely see your feet. When you reach the end of the stairs, you find a door. You try your luck pulling the handle. The door opens without much effort. You are shocked to find bodies hanging. Without wanting to look anymore, you prepare to run, but you crash into a hard body. Who gave you permission to come here? You aren't doing what's asked of you. I can't risk my reputation or Mother's. Mother does not make failed creatures, nor can I send incompetent apprentices. Nulla points his gun at your forehead, and without a second thought, pulls the trigger. Hey! We figured it out, though! Hey, that was somewhat information, you know? That might have been the wrong option because I really wanted to click it, but also we figured out there's bodies hanging up there. They got bodies downstairs hanging up. They got bodies down there, okay? So. Maybe it is good to click around and explore different options. But okay. I'll load up. I'll load this up. I'll load it up. We'll do the correct thing. Do what they asked you. You shouldn't risk escaping. It's better to do what they asked for and act normally. You set the table very carefully. From time to time, Fames passes by in order to inspect how it's going for you. Once he considers that you've finished setting the table, he calls you to the kitchen. Fames explains that you have to place the starter dishes, then wait for the symbols to arrive. While he prepares the dishes, he informs you that only 5 of the symbols are coming today. Each one has an intimidating aura, and they are prone to responding immeasurably to his workers if they don't like something. Especially Unum. He has those 2 eyes that will follow you everywhere. I heard that he took those eyes from Kator in the fight. I hate that brat. Once Fames finishes preparing the starters, he leaves them on the counter and reluctantly wishes you good luck. There are 5 dishes, but due to your lack of extra hands, you only take 2. A plate in each hand. You walk the same route you've been taking, but upon approaching the table, you notice that something isn't right. It's not empty. Oh! Hey! We got... No! No matter where I go, I'm covering something. Like I'm covering a little bit of his chin. A little bit of his chin. I'll stay up here. Or maybe I'll be here for a second. You almost dropped your plates from the shock. There are 2 people comfortably sitting at the table that's supposed to be for the symbols. They gaze at you. The blonde with the ridiculous crown looks at you expectantly, while the redhead smiles at you from ear to ear. His teeth remind you of a shark's. There's a moment in which none of the 3 of you takes the initiative or reacts, but they don't appear nervous. What's more, they're waiting for your reaction so they can continue with their business. Oh! Okay. I gotta click the bad option first, okay? I gotta see how they kill me. That's what we do here. We see the bad first. Introduce yourself as the player. I know it sounds very strange, but I'm nothing more than a vessel that is linked to an entity from another plane. They control me, and right now, they have broken one of the rules they were initially told not to break. And that's enough. If some characters have problems later, it'll be your own fault. Let's continue. Huh? And the blonde's voice resonates both around you and inside your head. A chill runs through your body. Don't laugh so loudly. I don't remember that they had so much autonomy. You don't realize how to answer that, so you decide to look beyond the table and you realize that Nulla is watching you with an intense gaze. Can I be the first to use them? We must wait for the others. They said that they'd be late because Kinique was throwing a tantrum. We have to wait at least an hour. But there's an awkward silence before the blonde breaks it. Between you and Kinique, I don't know who's worse. The redhead narrows his eyes, looking at the blonde with anger, but doesn't say or refute anything. Instead, he chooses to look at you, and crossing his arms, he says, "We can make the most of our time and start, so that when the others arrive, we'll all be ready. Because I never get the essence, only the trashy parts. What would I gain if we started earlier? You can always complain that they break it too quickly. Besides, the time you take when it's your turn is eternal. Qatar said it's because you like to talk to the gift before devouring its essence. You're very strange. That's none of your business. You wouldn't understand anyway." I know. How about we make the most of our time and do that thing you do with the gift? Talk? Talk to the gift? We would have to seal the table. Call Nulla to do it. Nulla! In the blink of an eye, Nulla materializes next to you with his gaze fixed on the blonde. His Holiness, Septem. The tone used by Nulla to the blonde, Septem, was a totally surely one, as if he had an aversion just to naming the blonde's title. Need something? I want you to steal the table for a while. Hey, but I don't want you listening in to what I talk about with the gift. I want privacy. And what you propose. You could let the gift choose and summon one of your names. You assume they're talking about you. You look directly into Nulla's eyes and feel how he stares at you, implicitly commanding you not to refuse. Oh, we've never done this before. That sounds interesting. Well, who do you choose? The redhead. Well, you've done well. Now comes the hard part. If you want to survive by the time the meeting begins, you must get yourself accepted as an apprentice. Otherwise, your puppet's body will be devoured. Hey, I almost forgot to tell you my name. The name's Unum. The music's kind of crazy. Nulla, you can seal the table now. In a matter of seconds, Septem and Nulla disappear from the sight, leaving you with only Unum at the table. He gestures to you, indicating that you can take a seat in front of him. You should think about it a little. Okay. I thought I made a bad choice, but it seems I'm given the opportunity to become an apprentice. Obey and sit down. Okay, you don't really want to die, call it instinct or whatever, but you're not going to sit idly by and wait for your end to come. And if licking the clown's boots will give you the chance to get out, then you'll take it. You could be in a worse situation, so sitting for a while wouldn't hurt. After all, your legs ache a little from walking around so much. You sit down in front of Unum, who smiles at you from ear to ear, happy that you listen to him without much complaint. When you settle in the chair, you realize, well, you're not sure what to do or say, or what not to say. So you have 3 options. Start yapping. Start yapping. Without giving the matter any further thought, you decide to start yapping about your new hyperfixation. You tell him everything without much shame, since you decided to leave that behind when you agreed to download this game. From the most minuscule and far-fetched info to the most disturbing and spicy. You're talking a mile a minute without realizing it. You think it's like you're chatting with a friend who shares your strange tastes. But so far you don't dare to look at his reaction. It reaches a point where you chatter so much that you think your tongue's about to get tangled. That's when you decide to take a breath and shut your mouth. In fear, you look up to see Unum's reaction. He looks at you with his mouth open, almost fascinated. Noticing your silence, he speaks. Come on, Soggy, continue! You didn't expect that reaction, but it meant that you're doing well, and maybe you'll end up turning Unum into another fan of your hyperfixation. If you haven't already done it. Heh, doesn't sound bad at all. After talking endlessly about your hyperfixation, you find yourself with nothing left to say. Unum looks at you for a while. Unum waits a long time before starting to cut the piece of meat you brought earlier, which must surely already be cold. Slowly he brings it to his mouth. Be my test subject. You have no choice but to accept being his test subject, but you don't know whether to trust him or not. So far, he's done nothing but take everything lightly. What guarantees do you have that he's not deceiving you? Do you accept? I need you to respond quickly before Septem asks to remove the seal. If you accept, I'll take you to my domain. Hee hee. I mean... Yeah. Let's go. Alright, I'll go with you. I promise not to break you too quickly. You realize you have no idea what the hell you gotten yourself into. Maybe Septem would have been the better choice. Alright, when Nulla removes the seal, you must stay completely still. You nod your head. Not even 3 seconds pass when you feel a strange pressure in your body. You assume it must be Nulla. Nulla and Septem materialize right where you last saw them. Nulla standing next to the table and Septem sitting beside Unum. As if they had always been there. Wow, I didn't think the gift would come out in one piece. Septem is interrupted by Unum, who lunges at you. If it weren't for Unum's speed, you surely would have moved to avoid him. But since your reflexes are slower in comparison, you remain still as stone. Unum's arms wrap around you, taking your breath away with how tightly he's squeezing you. What the? Suddenly, you stop hearing Septem's voice and the ambient noise of the dining room. The sensation of hands caressing your face invites you to leave your subconscious. You try to open your eyes, but the light of the place is preventing you. It's bothersome. You don't know how long you've been unconscious. You feel the same hands giving you gentle pats on the cheeks, each one getting rougher as the seconds pass. One strong enough to hurt makes you scream. Aww! You open your eyes abruptly, and the first thing you see is Unum with his stupid grin. Stupid? It's adorable! Although he's probably gonna eat me, right? Stop it already! You scream with such anger that Unum stops abruptly and looks at you with wide eyes. Haha, you have pain receptors. Excellent, it seems the smell you emit is correct. You belong to the human race. Unum's expression shows you how exalted he is, which you don't like very much because you know from your own experience that it doesn't lead to anything good. Yeah, he's probably gonna kill me. That's what he means by test subject. Should I be down here? Whatever. You decide it's better not to let him get more excited than necessary, so you ignore him to observe your surroundings. You find yourself in a bed spacious enough for 2 people, in a room that, to be honest, could belong to a king. This place is so immaculate that it doesn't look real. You like it? This will be your room. I was thinking about it, and I suppose it would be impossible to leave you in the residence of my wives. They would devour you as soon as you stepped foot in the place. Wives? Not just one, but more? You can't help but feel pity for the poor women who have this brat as their partner. You feel that he probably doesn't dedicate enough time to each of them. I spoke with Septem, and Nulla told him that Mother will make another gift so that everyone can have their share. That means you are my property now. Ah, fuck! This is the first time I have a living human in my domain. Ask why you can't, have living humans. Why can't there be living humans in your domain? Unum analyzes your face for a moment before answering, as if contemplating what kind of information he will reveal to you. Nulla and Mother say that there can only be humans for our consumption. Oh! Got it. That's why you got the bodies in the basement. Because we're like cattle to you, I guess. Lovely. I love being meat. Nulla excuses himself by saying he can't provide any since we can only have 6 humans each month. No more than that. That's why Mother makes a gift every Sunday, as a placebo, since human flesh is vital for our physical form, but very addictive. You are the placebo. Although it's the first time a gift smells like a real human. Ask what Mother? Who is Mother? Mother really hasn't made you like the others. Unum ponders before answering. Mother is the embodiment of the garden itself. All of this is Mother. Mother takes care of us, and we keep her alive. I suppose now you understand a bit more. It's like a mutualistic relationship. Both parties benefit. Well, you must be hungry. I read somewhere that humans have meal times and eat more than once a day. Although Septem does it all the time too. When I've been in his domain, he sits at the table in the mornings, afternoons, and nights to eat. I've asked him why he does it, but he always tells me it's none of my business. Nulla also does this sometimes. Maybe that's why they're both so strong. I don't need it, but maybe I'll even try it now that you're here with me. For some reason, it feels like kind of endearing that he talks to you so freely, like an old friend. And the fact that he's been reading information about humans makes you wonder, how long has he been planning to have one? It makes you feel like a pet that its owner talks to after getting home from work. Walk behind me and don't stray. My wives like to come into my residence to relax. Escape seems not to be an option for now. You don't want to die trying. He leaves the bed you're in and waits for you at the door. You get up and begin to follow on him through the halls. You walk so close to him that you're almost tripping on his heels. You're slow to reach the desired place under a silence that is neither comfortable nor uncomfortable. Cook something for 2. You can use whatever you like. Everything here is edible. I don't know how to cook. I'll wait for you in the dining room. Without another word, Unum disappears from the kitchen and leaves you alone. You look around you as you inspect every corner of the place. There are cupboards, pantries filled with food, and a refrigerator full of meat, fruits, and vegetables. You wonder why there's so much food if Unum said he doesn't need it. Okay. Ask what would you like to eat? Without some shame, you move towards the door Unum disappeared through. You search carefully with your eyes. There's no one. What's happening? Unum asks, appearing behind you. You jump from the fright he caused you, but you compose yourself quickly. Is there anything in particular you want to eat? Unum looks at you as if you expected any question except that one that just came out of your mouth. Nulla eats some things that are soft and spongy with gold-colored liquid spilled on them. I would like to try them. He sounds a little embarrassed to say it. Okay, you think you know what he's referring to, clearly. It's pancakes based on the given description. You begin to prepare the pancakes under the curious gaze of Unum, who watches with fascination as you do the preparation. From time to time, you get the feeling that maybe he wants to help, but you decide to ignore him. You take the plates to the table and realize that, unlike the rest of the place, the table is small and simple, where only 2 people can fit. You sit down once Unum places a plate in front of you. He doesn't wait to start eating, opting to swallow the food as soon as it's put on the table. He devours everything quickly, making it impossible to tell if he liked it or not, because his expression reflects nothing more than neutrality, as if the flavor of the food itself didn't interest him. Thanks for the meal. And that's the only feedback you get. God, you really tried hard. Sighing, you resign yourself to eating what's on your plate. You close your eyes as soon as you put the first bite in your mouth. It's delicious. You eat slowly and without rushing. Bite after bite, you take pauses to breathe. Something's nagging at you. The feeling of being watched makes your stomach turn. Your eyes travel to where Unum is sitting, and you confirm your suspicion. He's looking at you. It's fascinating. Your body changes all the time. It's never the same. From your breathing to your heartbeat. You don't like the way he's looking at you, or the tone of his voice at all. What do you mean? I want to know more. Ah. You hear a crash of chairs being thrown to the floor. You're not able to process what's happening until your back hits the wall and Unum grabs you by the collar of your clothes. You don't know how long I've waited for this opportunity. If I break your chest and remove any organ other than the heart or the brain, how long will it take for your body to shut down? If I remove your tongue, will you be able to keep eating or even speak? What level of damage does your body have in order to not be able to regenerate itself? What is the limit? You have to do something before this crazy man tears you apart. Okay. But... Huh. I've never been in this situation in my life, so this is kind of new to me. What do I do when a god is trying to consume me? What shall I do if a symbol of the garden is trying to consume me, tear me apart? I feel like this will do nothing, because he probably is, like, stronger than anything. Panic and beg for your life. Try to reason with him. You try to talk some sense into him. You tell him that there are more interesting things a human can do while alive. You tell him so many things erratically that you don't even process what kind of information or data about the human body you're throwing at him. But it seems to work, because Unum just looks at you attentively. He no longer has that exalted expression from before. Without warning, Unum takes your arm with an unusual sense of delicacy. Unum looks at you, completely serious, as you squirm under his grip, due to the strange shift in mood. His mouth is dangerously close to your arm, so close that you can feel the heat of his lips brush against your skin. You mentally prepare yourself for him to tear off the limb with his own teeth. From here, I can feel your heartbeat. It's just what they call a pulse. Awesome. Although, I don't like this substance you're releasing. It's all over your body now. Just like that, Unum lets you go, and you fall to the ground. You remain there, not moving a single muscle, staring at Unum in terror. Now I understand why Nulla avoids stressing humans. He puts both hands on his hips and sighs. Sorry, Soggy, I didn't mean to scare you. It's just that, not having eaten at the hotel, I'm really hungry. He doesn't have to say it explicitly for you to know that he means he couldn't eat you in the hotel, and you assume that he couldn't eat the replacement that Mother gave to the others, probably because he was staying here with you. I've been waiting more than a week for the placebo, and there are 14 days until the next candle festival. Are you still hungry? But you just ate. He just ate something. How could he be hungry? The food I have doesn't take away my hunger, nor does it taste like anything. And I'm noticing the way you're silently asking the reason why he has food in his kitchen, clears his throat before responding with some shame. My wives, on the other hand, like to cook, and I like to watch them do it, so I'm not complaining. While Unum speaks, you try to calm your nerves. Clearly, the deity in front of you is unstable, or at least he becomes so when exalted. But you have no choice but to continue and adapt to survive, since escape is not an option at this point, although you would like to know what your true purpose is here. About becoming your test subject. We can talk about it tomorrow. No. You say firmly, you want to know if being his test subject will allow you to survive at the cost of your physical or mental health. In that case, you really hope that he just kills you once and for all. Then you can try and survive again with Septem or Nulla. If I become your test subject, I need to know in advance what tests you will do. Oh, ha ha ha. He seems uncomfortable. I read that humans can create something similar to what the creator made, but different. It's something progressive that doesn't go from nothing to everything instantly. You try to understand what he means, but nothing comes to mind, because his explanation is somewhat vague. I think he wants to make you preggo. I'm pretty sure he means procreate. I think he means, procreation and birth. Is he gonna eat the baby? Is that his plan? Is he gonna eat the baby? Is that what he wants? I bet I bet this crazy person wants to consume the baby. Unum, noticing your silence, looks away, and you realize that his ears are red, and you doubt it's from rage. Let's talk tomorrow. I'll close the residence so that no one can enter. You're free to roam the place. Do as you please. With that, Unum leaves you, disappearing from sight. Okay. I'm gonna explore. Find something to defend yourself. That actually might be interesting. What if I find like a blade of the gods? You already have something in mind that could be useful to attack Unum. You go back to the kitchen and look around the place for knives. Once you find them, you choose the biggest and sharpest one. You keep it inside your clothes. You hope it can work against Unum. Probably not. Probably not. Investigate the rooms. Many of the rooms inside the residence are locked. No matter how hard you try, you can't open their doors. Although there are some that are open, they don't have anything interesting inside. You feel that at any moment you'll reach the room where Unum is, but this one looks different from the others. But when you try to open it, nothing happens. You can't go in. Walk the halls. You walk through all the hallways that are available in the residence. There are a few windows, but no possibility of going out of them because they are barred. The hallways are full of paintings that focus on showing the human figure and their everyday life. If you were in a museum, it would be very interesting, but now it just makes you uncomfortable. So you focus on looking at everything but the paintings. For example, the doors. Many of the doors are blocked, so you can't venture beyond the hallways. Okay, I guess, go to your room? You decide it's time to call it a day. Resting in the room Unum gave you doesn't seem like a bad idea. Tomorrow will be a new day. You lie in bed and try to fall asleep. It takes you a little, but in the end, you manage to fall asleep. Buzz. Snooze, snooze. You don't dream about anything. Your eyes feel heavy when you open them. You feel like you haven't been able to rest at all. Not at all. You're finally awake! It's Skyrim! Oh, you're finally awake. Bolgrif. Your eyes focus upon hearing his voice. And you find him sitting at the edge of the bed, staring at you with his wide eyes. I have made you morning food. What? It has question marks all over it. What is this? Ominous, dubious plate. With a smile of sharp teeth, Unum presents you with a tray of fruit and a poorly made copy of what you prepared yesterday. Unum looks proud to show off the breakfast, but the more you look at what he has in his hands, the more imperfections you see. You can tell he has no idea how to prepare food. Unum offers you the tray, and you must make a decision. I feel like refusing to eat it will kill me, but I'm going to refuse to eat it so I can see what it looks like when I die. You tell him you're not hungry right now, but you have to eat in the morning, afternoon, and night. You can't live without it. So Unum does this to keep you alive. Unbelievable. It's not that necessary. Oh. He sounds disappointed. You remain in the room for a few minutes. Unum at the foot of the bed, and you look through the barred window. Dway came to visit. Who the hell is Dway? You have no idea, but apparently Unum isn't capable of remaining silent for any stretch of time, and he has a need to explain himself whenever he can. He's also not one to keep anything to himself. She passed me the leftover placebo that Mother brought to the hotel, so we were able to carry out the experiment without problems. What is the experiment? I want to create a hybrid. He wants to get you. I keep saying you. I'm the one playing the game. He wants to get me pregnant. Oh, what? You jump out of bed from the sheer bizarreness of the situation. Hi, I'm jumping in here real quick just to kind of end the video here because I recorded a few hours of playtime. So I'm going to split this into 2 videos to give myself some time to actually edit. It's just me here, okay? So this is me ending the video. So bye. Adios.